Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are diving into an astonishing story from the world of numismatics, focusing on a single, seemingly ordinary coin that possesses extraordinary value due to a series of rare errors and mistakes that have turned it into a collector's dream. Imagine holding within your palm a 1-cent coin that is valued at a staggering $519 million. This incredible valuation isn't just a whimsical number. It is a reflection of the historical significance, the rarity, and the unique attributes bestowed upon the 1989 1 cent. When we discuss errors in the coinage process, we're often referring to unintentional mistakes that occur during minting, which can render a coin much more valuable than its intended face value due to their scarcity and the desirability they create among collectors. The 1989 1 cent, minted in Denver, is no exception to this rule, as it carries several noteworthy errors that collectors and experts have identified and celebrated over the years. One key mistake involves the wrong metal composition, which is fascinating given that the typical 1-cent coins from this era were made from a blend of copper and zinc. However, due to a mix-up during the production process, a limited number of these coins were mistakenly struck using an incorrect metal alloy. This not only gave them a different appearance but also impacted their weight and durability. The unexpected change in the metal composition has led to a curious anomaly in the market, making these particular minting errors stand out among the typical 1-cent coins from that period. Collectors are often on the lookout for coins that have such variances, as they are seen as both a symbol of rarity and a testament to the quirks of the minting process. But the surprises don't stop there. Another error associated with the 1989 1 cent involved issues with the design, specifically involving the inscription on the coin. A misalignment during the striking process caused some coins to feature off-center designs, where the profiles and inscriptions appear distorted or off-center. This shift creates an intriguing visual element that would not have been present in a standard, correctly minted 1-cent piece. Such errors make these coins highly desirable, lending themselves to an almost artistic appreciation as pieces of numismatic art rather than just mere currency. The allure of the 1989 1 cent lies not only in its rarity but also in the stories they carry, providing collectors and enthusiasts with a tangible connection to history. Another integral component contributing to the inflated value of the 1989 1 cent is the limited availability of the coins with authentic errors. While numerous 1-cent coins were produced in 1989, the proportion of faulty ones is minuscule, making them increasingly difficult to locate. This scarcity naturally drives up demand as collectors are always looking to complete their collections with such prized possessions. In discussions surrounding the value of the 1989 1 cent, we must also consider the role of the grading process. Coins that exhibit these errors must be authenticated and graded accurately by professional grading services to establish their true value in the marketplace. These services provide a framework that allows collectors to buy and sell coins with confidence, ensuring that the coins are indeed true representatives of the error types they claim to be. Competitively graded coins that display errors are often cataloged and documented in specialized numismatic literature, which increases their visibility and desirability among serious collectors. As these books and resources get circulated, the frenzy among buyers escalates further, leading to exorbitant auction prices as they battle for possession of these unique treasures. Also, keep in mind that the marketplace for rare coins is not static. It fluctuates based on trends, economic factors, and shifts in collector preferences. Consequently, while the 1989 1 cent has garnered its reputation as a financially significant piece, its value could evolve over time. The rise of social media, online collectibles platforms, and auction sites has also magnified these factors, allowing enthusiasts from all over the world to connect and participate in the trading of rare coins, further driving demand. Moreover, the connection of these error coins to broader socio-economic currents can greatly influence their valuation. A coin like the 1989 1 cent might evoke nostalgia for a particular era, making it appealing to collectors who are driven by personal or historical associations. This emotional element adds to its allure, as many enthusiasts are motivated not merely by financial potential but also by a deep appreciation for the stories encapsulated in these pieces of history. The 1989 D1 cent coin serves as a prime example of how a simple mistake during the minting process can have a monumental impact on the value of a coin over time. Such is the case that the principles of supply and demand come into play, where its limited availability in conjunction with a fervent interest from collectors creates a value that far exceeds the original intended face value. As we peel back the layers of the 1989 D1 cent, it becomes increasingly apparent that the world of coin collecting is rich with history, intrigue, and unexpected financial rewards hidden within the confines of ordinary-looking coins. While some may dismiss the value of a 1-cent coin as trivial in comparison to higher denominations, the 1989 D proves that even the most seemingly mundane objects can hold astonishing wealth and significance when looked at through the lens of rarity and historical context. Each error, each misstep in the minting process, contributes to the narrative that defines the value of the 1989 D1 cent in the marketplace. These stories, tied closely to specific coins, are what drive a passionate community of collectors to search high and low, hoping to unearth their very own 1-cent treasure. As we conclude this exploration of the 1989 D1 cent's remarkable journey from an ordinary piece of currency to a priceless collector's item valued at $519 million, it serves as a reminder that the world of numismatics is filled with surprises waiting to be uncovered. So whether you are an experienced collector or a curious novice, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden gems, because you never know what extraordinary treasures might be lying just beneath the surface of everyday coins. Thank you for joining us today as we delved into this captivating story. Next, 1988 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are about to embark on an extraordinary journey into the world of numismatics, a realm where some of the most unexpected treasures lie waiting to be discovered, and none is more fascinating than the story of the 1988 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that has captured the attention and awe of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike. At first glance, the 1988 1-cent may appear to be just another piece of currency lost in the depths of coin jars and wallets, but its true story is far from mundane. This particular 1-cent coin costs an astounding $349 million, not due to its face value but because of a series of rare errors and peculiar mistakes that occurred during its minting process. These errors have created a fervor in the collecting community, as they have transformed this simple coin into one of the most coveted and valuable numismatic artifacts in existence. To understand why the 1988 1-cent is deemed so significant, we must delve into the nature of the errors that occurred during its production. Mintage errors can take many forms, from striking mistakes to issues with the planchets, the metal discs that coins are made from, and each type of error can drastically shift a coin's value from its intended mass-produced circulation figure. In the case of the 1988 1-cent, the story begins with a critical flaw in the metal composition, as a limited number of coins from this production run were incorrectly minted using an inadequate alloy blend. While most 1-cent coins were made from a mix of copper and zinc, a subset of these coins was mistakenly struck with a different metal combination, leading to a variance in color, weight, and durability. This unexpected deviation not only rendered them physically distinct but also made them more appealing to collectors, as they represent a notable anomaly in the broader context of U.S. coinage. These unique specimens present a novel opportunity for experts, who enjoy the challenge of tracking down and verifying these misprints, as coin collectors often seek out items that stand out from the ordinary. In addition to the metal composition error, collectors have also noted striking discrepancies on the design elements of the coin itself. One common issue is known as the double strike, where the coin is struck twice by the minting machinery. This creates an overlapping impression of the design, making the images appear blurred or doubled. Such imperfections offer a visual narrative that is captivating for collectors, who often prize coins with these types of errors for their unique aesthetic qualities as well as their rare characteristics. Finding a well-preserved example of the 1988 1-cent with such a defect is no easy task, as even the small numbers of these misprints that were minted remain in high demand. Notably, the existence of coins with clashing dies, where two different design plates come together incorrectly during the minting process, adds another layer of intrigue to the 1988 1-cent issue. When two dies fail to align properly while creating the coin, it may lead to partially obscured or improperly positioned inscriptions and designs, rendering such pieces even more attractive to avid collectors. The errors linked with the 1988 1 cent not only excite numismatists for their uniqueness, but they also reflect the complexities of the minting process, underscoring how something as straightforward as striking a coin can lead to remarkable, unintentional results that catch the eye of both novice and seasoned collectors. As we explore further, we must consider the economic relevance of such errors. When coin production occurs, especially in high-volume environments like the U.S. Mint, mistakes are inevitable. However, the frequency and visibility of these errors can vary sharply from year to year and coin to coin, creating a dynamic market where the rarest specimens can command extraordinary prices. In the diversifying world of collectibles, where artifacts often grow in value according to their history and scarcity, the 1988 1 cent stands tall as a rare jewel, its worth amplified drastically by the errors that have solidified its appeal. Furthermore, as the numismatic landscape evolves, collectors are increasingly interested in coins that tell a story or illustrate a narrative beyond mere monetary value. In many ways, the 1988 1 cent is a reflection of the past, historical mistakes that serve as a reminder of human error but also of the beauty found in imperfection. Coins of this nature inspire conversations around history, economy, and the art of coinage, and they bridge the gap between generations of collectors who find in them more than just a means to exchange goods. Engaging with colleagues, researching previous sales, and poring over price guides help facilitate a deeper understanding of the fluctuations in the coin's market value, promoting a keen interest in tracking not just individual coins but broader trends that influence the entire field of numismatics. It's worth noting that values attributed to coins, especially those with significant errors like the 1988 1 cent, can vary significantly based on the reputation of the sellers, the trustworthiness of the grading services, and the overall condition of the coins themselves. Coins that maintain their quality, even in the wake of error, can fetch much higher prices due to a combination of their unique characteristics and the rigorous grading needed to authenticate their stories. Those seeking to buy or sell such extraordinary coins must rely on expert assessment to guarantee that the currency in question is indeed what it claims to be, as counterfeiting continues to pose a challenge in the world of collectible coins. As such, the importance of ensuring authenticity can't be overstated. It validates the claims made by sellers and assures buyers of the true value of their purchases, particularly for something as significant as the 1988 1 cent, which is known for its market volatility. The process involved in determining a coin's worth goes far beyond the initial flick of a price tag. It involves a layered approach that considers individual rarity, collectors' demand, the authenticity of errors, and overall historical context. The landscape of coin collecting is also affected by ongoing changes, such as shifts in the economy, cultural interests, and market saturation. For instance, in periods of economic downturn, rare coins often experience a significant increase in interest, as collectors and investors turn to tangible assets that can retain value despite market fluctuations. As it happens, the allure of the 1988 1 cent, with its intricate errors and sought-after characteristics, positions it well to weather changes in the financial climate, offering a unique blend of nostalgia, history, and monetary worth that draws enthusiasts into its orbit. As we continue unpacking the significance of the 1988 1 cent, we must emphasize that these coins also serve as a vehicle for storytelling. Each coin comes with a narrative interwoven with the political, social, and economic backdrop of its time. These stories provide deeper insights into the fabric of American history, as well as the various historical events surrounding its minting that have contributed to its captivating value. In this way, the coin becomes more than a mere artifact. It transforms into a bridge connecting present times with the past, allowing new generations to appreciate and understand a fragment of history, woven tightly through the stories held dear by collectors and enthusiasts alike. So, when we progress into detailed discussions about the value of the 1988 1 cent, it's crucial to encapsulate the journey a coin undertakes, from being produced en masse to possibly landing in a prestigious auction house, commanding millions as one of the most sought-after coins in circulation, with its value derived not solely from the metal that makes it but from the collective fascination and passion of a dedicated community. As collectors pursue these rare coins, they often share their experiences and challenges, creating a community bound by a shared love for numismatics. Forums, online groups, and social media platforms have become gathering spaces for enthusiasts to share their finds, discuss investment strategies, and delve into the deeper historical context surrounding different denominations and years. These discussions not only elevate the collective knowledge of collectors but also help foster a sense of camaraderie that often leads to lifelong friendships built on shared interests. The 1988 1-cent coin, in its extraordinary journey, has thus become emblematic of the beauty of numismatics, how through simple errors and fortunate mishaps, what was once a widely circulated item can take on immense value and historical significance. The thrill of the hunt for such unique coins, coupled with the financial aspects of their appreciation, provides endless opportunities for collectors to engage deeply in a hobby that treasures history, art, and the narratives left behind by those who came before us. As we reach the conclusion of our exploration into the mystifying world of the 1988 1-cent coin, with its astonishing market valuation of $349 million illustrating its unintentional yet impactful journey through the annals of American numismatic history, let us reflect on the lessons learned. It encourages us to look closely at the small details in life, appreciating the unexpected marvels that can arise from apparent mistakes. In the realm of coin collecting, the saying often holds true: one person's error is another's treasure. As we end this episode, we hope to pique your interest further and inspire you to engage with the collecting community, whether you're an enthusiast seeking to expand your knowledge or someone who has never considered the captivating world of coins. Next, 1981 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are venturing into the fascinating world of coin collecting, an arena filled with hidden treasures and captivating stories, and we are excited to share with you the remarkable case of the 1981 1-cent coin, an unassuming piece of currency that has gained legendary status among collectors and numismatists alike. This seemingly ordinary penny fetches an astounding price of $532 million due to several rare errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting, turning an everyday object into a sought-after collectible that sparks intrigue and wonder. To fully grasp the significance of the 1981 1-cent, we must delve deep into the intricate and often unpredictable process of coin minting, where precision is paramount, and even the slightest deviation can yield surprising results. The genesis of this extraordinary valuation lies in the unique errors that were made during the production of the 1981 1-cent coins, where a series of blunders altered the intended design and materials used, giving rise to variations that have come to be seen as true treasures within the numismatic community. First, let's talk about perhaps the most notable error associated with the 1981 1-cent, the alloy blend. Typically, US 1-cent coins are comprised of a uniform mixture of metals, primarily copper and zinc. However, during the minting of the 1981 pennies, a portion of the coins was incorrectly struck using an incorrect metal composition, leading to significant discrepancies in weight, appearance, and ultimately value. This minor error became a game-changer because it resulted in a subgroup of coins that exhibited a distinctly different coloration and tactile quality compared to their correctly minted counterparts. As collectors and enthusiasts quickly identified these anomalies, demand for the coin skyrocketed, driving up their prices exponentially. The allure of the 1981 1-cent doesn't stop there, as additional errors involving the coin's design have also played a vital role in its uniqueness and desirability. Another fascinating mistake that occurred during the minting process was the misalignment of the design elements, leading to coins featuring distorted or off-center images of Lincoln's profile and the iconic E Pluribus Unum inscription. These misaligned designs appealed to collectors due to their rarity, as well as the visual appeal created by the distinctive and often unexpected artistic variations that emerged from the minting missteps. Every collector dreams of discovering a coin with such pronounced errors, and the 1981 1-cent has certainly delivered in that regard, captivating the imaginations of many with its unique characteristics and unusual history. With more than just the aesthetic dimensions of these coins contributing to their value, there are also intriguing components that touch upon the fundamental principles of supply and demand in economics. When the 1981 1-cent coins with errors started to circulate, and subsequently became known among collectors, the limited supply of these unique variations spurred an eager demand, resulting in bidding wars at auctions and inflated prices that reflected the rarity and desirability of these particular coins. Rarity has always played a vital role in the numismatic world. In the case of the 1981 1 cent, while millions of coins were minted, only a fraction of them exhibited the notable errors that collectors seek. As the quest for these precious pieces gained momentum, the combination of limited availability and heightened interest transformed the 1981 1 cent into a coveted numismatic treasure, positioning it among the ranks of the most valuable coins in history. Notably, the grading and authentication process also fundamentally ties into the overall value of the 1981 1 cent. As any seasoned collector will tell you, a coin's worth in the marketplace is often determined by its condition, provenance, and the professional certification it receives. Coins that demonstrate errors must pass through grading services that provide in-depth analysis and certification, and those that are authenticated usually garner a much higher price than their ungraded counterparts. The prestige associated with ownership of a professionally graded 1981 1 cent coin with notable errors enhances its appeal, as buyers are drawn to the assurance of authenticity and the meticulous nature of the grading process. It's astounding to consider that coins born of simple mistakes can create avenues for vast financial reward, but the world of numismatics operates on principles that are both artistic and economic, where storytelling, history, rarity, and personal interest converge to form the incredible tapestry of coin collection. As we navigate through this intricate landscape of errors and their respective financial implications, it becomes clear that the hysteria surrounding the 1981 1 cent may also be aided by broader economic dynamics influencing collector behavior. For instance, during periods of economic uncertainty, investments in rare coins often see heightened interest. As collectibles have a long-standing reputation for serving as valuable assets, numismatics have drawn individuals seeking stable alternatives to traditional investments amidst market fluctuations. Prestige coins like the 1981 1 cent have drawn keen interest from investors looking to diversify their financial portfolios, and as more individuals enter the collecting sphere, the overall enthusiasm for rare coins has grown, solidifying their status as valuable commodities nearly irrespective of the economic landscape. Meanwhile, appealing to a more personal aspect of collecting, many individuals are drawn to the emotional connections that coins represent. For some, the 1981 1 cent harkens back to their childhood memories of playing with spare change, or it may resonate as a unique milestone in their family's history. These connections lend further value beyond purely monetary terms, making coins symbolic artifacts that capture memories, shared experiences, or familial legacies. This emotional component adds an intriguing depth to the marketplace, where passion can drive prices as much as market trends and rarity, ultimately revealing how collectors are inspired to seek out coins that resonate with them personally. Furthermore, as the narratives behind coins like the 1981 1 cent are shared within communities, collectors tend to engage in conversation surrounding not only the collectible value of coins but also their historical significance, celebrating how even errors in minting can lead to remarkable tales of discovery and endurance. The friendships and networks formed in the coin collecting community help foster an environment where such stories can flourish, allowing enthusiasts to exchange knowledge and insights that enrich their understanding of the craft, its history, and where the future of collecting may lead. As our exploration deepens, we should also consider the important role that market trends play in the overall valuation of rare coins like the 1981 1 cent. Various factors influence how these trends evolve, including fluctuations in global economic conditions, the rise of technology in trading and valuation, and the increasing visibility of coin collecting through social media and online platforms. The impact of technology has certainly provided collectors with unprecedented access to information regarding coins, auction results, and market dynamics, thereby enhancing the overall educational experience for both novice and seasoned collectors alike. The digital age has made researching and connecting with fellow enthusiasts easier than ever, which ultimately enriches the culture of collecting and encourages greater appreciation of rare coins, enhancing their value further as individuals become better informed about the marketplace and the hidden secrets that it holds. As you might expect in such a vibrant community, fakes and counterfeits pose persistent challenges, and the 1981 1 cent is no exception. The extraordinary valuation has inevitably attracted forgers, prompting collectors to invest more in authentication services and education about distinguishing between genuine coins and counterfeits. However, this also speaks to the heightened interest in the 1981-era coins, where the allure of possibly finding a genuine piece amidst the many fakes creates an enhanced thrill for collectors as they search for the elusive and authentic items. The critical role that age-old techniques of craftsmanship and modern technologies play in preserving the integrity of era coins like the 1981 1 cent cannot be understated. Collectors often find themselves on a quest for the thrill of discovery, and when encountering rare examples with classic errors, their excitement only intensifies. Every coin speaks loudly of its journey, and through sharing these narratives and stories, they become much more than artifacts. They transform into gates to the past, weaving a rich tapestry of American history that beckons to be explored further. To close our enthralling discussion on the 1981 1 cent coin, we recognize that every layer of complexity associated with its valuation, whether derived from metal composition anomalies, design errors, or influences that touch upon economic markets and personal stories, has contributed to its monumental importance and its mesmerizing journey to the storied $532 million valuation. Such a simple piece of currency can serve as a powerful reminder of how perspectives on value shift over time and how each coin tells a story, reflecting the broader human experience and the unpredictability that comes with it. As we wrap up this episode, we invite you to reflect on the world of coins and the myriad of ways they can connect us to the past, serve as investments for the future, and inspire community engagement in the present. Thank you for joining us. Next, 2013 1 cent USA coin. Today, we are delving into an inspiring story that illustrates the fascinating intersection of art, history, and economics, focusing on an unassuming 1 cent coin minted in 2013, a piece of currency that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, not just because it bears the image of Abraham Lincoln, but because of its astonishing journey from a dime a dozen penny to a staggering market value of $71 million. It is not every day that you come across a coin that exemplifies how errors and mistakes in production can lead to extraordinary financial worth, so prepare to be intrigued as we explore the intricacies of the 2013 1 cent coin, born from oversight yet transformed into a highly coveted numismatic artifact brimming with possibilities. The tale of this extraordinary 1 cent coin begins within the bustling halls of the United States Mint, where millions of coins are produced every year, each one meticulously crafted to meet the exacting standards of design and material composition that collectors have come to expect. However, even in a highly automated environment gleaming with precision machinery and advanced technology, the unexpected can, and does, happen, leading to striking errors that are not merely historical footnotes but pivotal moments in the world of coin collecting. In the case of the 2013 1 cent, the spectacle of errors can be traced back to issues concerning improper metal composition, a mistake that would prove to be momentous. While the minting process primarily uses a blend of copper and zinc to create the familiar pennies in circulation, a limited number of coins from this particular year were inadvertently minted using an incorrect alloy. This deviation, though it might seem minor at first glance, produced a noticeable difference in both appearance and weight. Collectors seeking the rarest specimens quickly became aware of the disparities that arose from this minting error, leading to a dramatic rise in demand and subsequently inflating the value of such coins to incredible heights. Adding to the allure of the 2013 1 cent coin is the fact that its minting errors are not limited to alloy composition. Misalignment in the striking process has also played a key role in enhancing both the story and the marketability of these coins. Many examples were produced with the coin's design appearing off-center, where elements of the inscription and iconic imagery of Lincoln have shifted precariously along the surface of the coin. Such visual deviations resonate deeply within the numismatic community, as they reflect the larger narrative of human fallibility and the beauty found in imperfection, qualities that collectors tend to prize. These misaligned designs have created a visual aesthetic that sets the 2013 1 cent coin apart from the standard 1 cent pieces, making them highly collectible not only for their rarity but for their artistic characteristics that bear witness to the minting process gone awry. As we explore the multifaceted dimensions of the 2013 1 cent's value, we must also take into account the important repercussions of rarity and demand in the world of coin collecting. While many pennies roll off the production lines with little fanfare each year, the limited availability of unique error coins makes them treasures within the collecting realm. It is these rare variations, the coins that embody mistakes, that become the focal point of collectors' desires, leading to fierce competition among enthusiasts to secure these valuable specimens. The principles of supply and demand play a pivotal role in establishing the monetary value of these error coins, and with the 2013 D1 cent's characteristic imperfections pushing it into the spotlight, we witness firsthand how rarity transcends face value to become a coveted asset worth millions. Furthermore, the role of authentication and grading in the numismatic market cannot be overstated. Every error coin that collectors identify and seek to acquire must go through a rigorous assessment from professional grading services that evaluate the coin's condition, rarity, and authenticity. It is through this grading that coins with exceptional characteristics can earn their rightful place at auction houses, igniting bidding wars and driving prices ever higher. Coins that demonstrate minting errors, especially those as significant as those associated with the 2013 D1 cent, become even more attractive when they come with documentation of their grading, as collectors seek assurance that they are acquiring genuine pieces, not reproductions or counterfeits. It's important to realize that the spirit of collecting extends beyond the mere possession of a coin. It encompasses the stories behind the coins, the craftsmanship involved in their creation, and the historical context from which they emerge. In the case of the 2013 D1 cent, the errors present a unique intersection of narrative and historical significance that ignites the imaginations of collectors, beckoning them to seek a deeper understanding of the coin's origins and its place within the broader landscape of American currency. As we briefly pivot to examine the broader implications of such error coins, it becomes evident that the 2013 D1 cent operates as a powerful case study in how mistakes are viewed not as disappointments but as opportunities for discovery and appreciation. For many collectors engaged in the numismatic community, each error coin holds the potential to tell its own unique story, often drawing in novice collectors and seasoned experts alike, enriching their understanding of not only the coins themselves but also the economic principles and historical currents that shape their value. As our understanding of the 2013 D1 cent continues to deepen, we must also pay attention to the evolving trends within the coin collecting sphere. The ways in which collectors engage with their hobby are constantly changing, shaped by technological advancements and shifting cultural interests. Today, social media and online forums facilitate vibrant discussions and foster excitement about error coins, encouraging individuals to share their experiences and discoveries with a global audience. The dialogue surrounding the 2013 D1 cent coin has flourished as collectors have gravitated toward online resources and platforms that allow them to seek knowledge and establish connections with others who share their passion. In essence, the community surrounding these error coins has blossomed, drawing in curious newcomers while simultaneously providing frameworks in which seasoned collectors can share insights and experiences. The accessibility of information in this digital age has contributed significantly to an increased enthusiasm for error coins while also reinforcing the sense of urgency and excitement that accompanies their discovery. With such momentum, we further identify the challenges that come with collecting, particularly in regard to fakes and counterfeits that emerge within the marketplace. Unfortunately, the soaring valuation of error coins tends to attract unscrupulous actors who seek to exploit the passion and excitement of unsuspecting collectors, launching counterfeits that may appear genuine at first glance but ultimately lack the authenticity behind their counterparts. As a result, collectors must remain vigilant in their pursuit of legitimate pieces, prioritizing education and research on differentiating between authentic coins and those that mimic their characteristics through deceitful means. The responsibility to safeguard the value of their collections not only stems from personal resolve but also highlights the importance of community engagement within the numismatic circle to collectively prevent the spread of counterfeit coins and ensure the integrity of the marketplace. Reflecting back on the captivating nature of the 2013 D1 cent coin and its trajectory from the mint to the auction block, we note how the series of errors made during its production have charted a course toward exceptional value that illustrates the rich tapestry of collecting. Every design flaw or alloy mishap is a testament to the serendipity and unpredictability that can lie at the heart of currency creation, revealing how the imperfections can turn into sought-after treasures that resonate deeply with collectors fascinated by their stories and the historical significance they embody. Furthermore, it is worth considering how societal trends surrounding collectibles and investments can influence the pursuit of coins like the 2013 D1 cent. In times of innovation or economic upheaval, collectors may turn their eyes to familiar, tangible assets, leading to a renaissance in numismatic interest. As contemporary interests shift and evolve, era coins like the 2013 D continue to draw attention, reflecting broader currents while simultaneously preserving the grit and authenticity of traditional collecting that has thrived across generations. As we approach the conclusion of our exploration, we reflect on the lessons embedded in the story of the 2013 D1 cent, a narrative that underscores how era coins can epitomize the confluence of art, history, and investment, a powerful reminder of how value is not solely about monetary worth but also how stories and connections can elevate ordinary objects into extraordinary treasures. Collecting transcends mere accumulation; it fosters relationships with history, craftsmanship, and a vibrant community that reveals the shared passion that binds collectors together. In a world filled with unpredictable twists and turns, each coin can tell a unique tale, providing a glimpse into the past while captivating our imaginations and beckoning us to explore the rich landscape of numismatics even further. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey to uncover the remarkable story behind the 2013 D1 cent coin. Next, 2000 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we have an incredible story lined up for you that showcases the fascinating world of numismatics, focusing on a remarkable coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike, a single 1-cent coin minted in the year 2000, often referred to as the 2000 D1 cent coin. And what makes this particular penny worth a staggering $652 million? As we dive into the depths of this astonishing valuation, we will encounter the various errors and mistakes made during its minting process, how these imperfections turned a commonly circulated coin into a highly coveted collectible, and the possibilities that make it such a significant piece of history. To start, let's consider the general context surrounding coin production in the United States. The U.S. Mint is responsible for producing billions of coins every year, engaging in a precise and meticulous process that involves creating dies, preparing planchets, striking coins, and overseeing quality control. However, in this high-volume environment, where the focus is on efficiency and productivity, errors are bound to occur. The 2000 D1 cent is a prime example of how such errors can lead to intriguing and valuable outcomes, raising the coin's worth considerably above its intended face value. The tale of the 2000 D1 cent begins with a critical error related to the alignment of the dies used during the minting process. Standard practice requires that the hammer die align perfectly with the anvil die to ensure that each coin is struck with the correct design and features. However, due to an unforeseen misalignment, a significant number of coins produced during this year featured striking inconsistencies, leading to various identifiable errors that collectors often seek out. One of the most notable errors associated with the 2000 D1 cent is commonly known as the wide AM and close AM variety. These terminologies refer to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America found on the reverse side of the coin. Specifically, in the original design of the 1-cent coins, the AM in America is supposed to appear close together, while an error occurred that resulted in the letters being spaced more widely apart on certain coins. This subtle yet significant difference has set the stage for a variety of collectors to hunt down the wide AM version, which is incredibly rare, while the regular, close AM version remains far more common. Coin enthusiasts have developed a keen eye for identifying these variations, and as word of the wide AM version spread through collector circles, the desirability of the 2000 D1 cent skyrocketed, leading to heightened bidding activity at auctions and dramatic fluctuations in its market price. But the allure of the 2000 D1 cent doesn't stop there. Another fascinating aspect to consider involves additional errors relating to the coin's design elements. In some instances, coins were struck multiple times, leading to a phenomenon known in numismatic circles as a double strike. This occurs when a coin receives an extra imprint from the striking machinery, effectively creating a ghostly or blurred silhouette of the design on the surface of the coin. While these coins can sometimes appear damaged, collectors often view them as unique sketches of the minting process, moving them to the forefront in examinations of collecting rarities. The imperfections inherent in double strikes become part of the appeal, as they signify an authentic and unintentional error, which many collectors treasure as pieces of art that tell their own stories. Furthermore, as collectors began to recognize the multiple errors associated with the 2000 1-cent coin, the market's reaction became a case study in the broader dynamics of numismatics, where rarity, desirability, and collector engagement intertwine to inform the valuation of a coin. In the day-to-day world of coin collection, a primary principle is that rarity equates to demand. The balance between supply and demand plays a monumental role in determining a coin's value in the marketplace. In the case of the 2000 coin, while millions of 1-cent coins were produced, the fraction exhibiting the identified errors represents an extremely small subset, greatly enhancing the desirability. As collectors scramble to find these rare pieces, excitement within the community peaks, leading to bidding wars and fierce competition at auctions, the kind of events which elevate the 2000 1-cent's estimated price to its staggering $652 million valuation. As we examine these remarkable economic dynamics further, we must discuss the critical role of grading and authenticity in establishing the value of the 2000 1-cent coin. To ensure that collectors are purchasing genuine pieces with notable errors, coins must undergo grading by professional services that analyze their condition and provide certifications of authenticity. This process involves a thorough assessment of the coin's surface quality, error attributes, and overall history. Coins that earn high grades from reputable grading entities not only stand out in the marketplace but also command significantly higher prices, because collectors are more willing to invest in pieces that come with assurances of legitimacy and quality. The 2000 1-cent coin, especially those with rare errors, becomes prized possessions when certified by recognized grading authorities, marking them as collectible artifacts that represent the rich stories of their minting history. Furthermore, as we delve into the broader cultural and historical implications of the 2000 1-cent coin, it becomes apparent that this piece of currency participates in a larger narrative. Each error coin carries with it connections to historical events, economic transitions, and shifts in societal values that echo through time. The 2000 1-cent coin not only represents a moment in the history of U.S. manufacturing but also serves as a compelling case study of how human imperfections can give rise to extraordinary collectibles that resonate deeply within the hearts and minds of enthusiasts. The excitement surrounding such error coins often leads to stories being shared and circulated within the coin collecting community, fostering a sense of camaraderie among individuals who come together to appreciate the beauty found within the flaws of these artifacts. Additionally, the phenomenon of digital platforms has transformed the coin collecting landscape in recent years. Nowadays, social media, online forums, and dedicated auction websites serve as vast ecosystems that allow collectors to connect, share their experiences, and showcase their collections. The presence of these platforms has exacerbated the fascination with the 2000 1-cent coin and similar error pieces, as individuals gain greater access to knowledge about rarity, valuation, and historical context. With images and information circulating widely, collectors can keep abreast of the latest discoveries, making it easier for them to identify potential gems within their own collections or in the market. The global reach of online communities also has contributed to the growth of interest in error coins, including the 2000 1-cent, which has inevitably boosted their multiplier effect in the marketplace. The bonds forged through these communities create environments where individuals not only buy and sell coins but share expertise and engage in discussions about best practices, opportunities, and challenges encountered in their collecting journeys. Collectors are drawn into this world not solely for financial advancement but also for the joy of discovery and human connection, demonstrating how the allure of error coins transcends mere investment and transforms into a shared legacy that continues to unfold. One of the most critical aspects of collector engagement concerns the ongoing challenge posed by counterfeiting in the marketplace. As the value of the 2000 1-cent coin continues to rise, it has become an attractive target for unscrupulous individuals who seek to profit from the passions of unsuspecting collectors. The prevalence of counterfeit coins exemplifies the necessity for collectors to remain vigilant and deeply informed in their pursuits, ensuring they can differentiate between authentic pieces and elaborate fakes designed to deceive. In navigating this challenge, it is essential for collectors to leverage the resources available in the community, connect with reputable dealers, and prioritize education about the specific features of error coins, including the 2000 1-cent. Empowering themselves with knowledge not only allows collectors to avoid pitfalls but also bolsters the integrity of the numismatic marketplace as a whole. As we reflect on the extraordinary journey of the 2000 1-cent coin and its valuation reaching the remarkable height of $652 million, we gain insight into the many dimensions that contribute to its appeal, encompassing the artistic, historical, and financial realms. The significance of each error and mistake deepens the narrative behind the coin itself, transforming it from a mere piece of change into a symbolic artifact that connects us to a rich history of production, craftsmanship, and shared human experience. In the end, the 2000 1-cent coin not only captivates the imagination of those who pursue it, it underscores the broader themes of resilience and adaptability that permeate our engagement with the past and its iconic symbols. While it may start as a simple transaction of currency in our daily lives, the 2000 1-cent serves as a poignant reminder that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value when framed within the context of their history and the human stories they carry with them. Thus, we invite you to continue exploring the world of coins, diving deeper into the stories. Next, 1977 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are embarking on an exploration of a captivating story from the world of numismatics, specifically revolving around the enchanting tale of a seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin minted in 1977 that has gained immense value due to its rare errors and fascinating historical context. This particular coin, often referred to simply as the 1977 1-cent, is valued at an astonishing $212 million, but before you dismiss it as just a penny, let's delve into the series of mistakes and anomalies that have propelled its worth from mere cents into the realm of extraordinary collectibles. The journey begins in the busy halls of the United States Mint, where coins are churned out in large quantities annually. Every year, billions of coins are minted, each reflecting the designs conceived by dedicated artists and engravers. However, with such a high volume of production, it's only natural that occasional errors slip through the cracks, errors that can turn a common piece of currency into an invaluable treasure among collectors. In the case of the 1977 1-cent, we find ourselves exploring how a simple miscalculation during the minting process has led to phenomenal valuations in the marketplace. One of the most notable mistakes associated with the 1977 1-cent is related to the coin's design features, particularly the placement and spacing of the lettering. Collectors have often made meticulous examinations of the coins produced during this minting year, as a small number feature a dramatic spacing error between the letters E and S of the words United States of America found on the reverse side of the penny. This spacing rarity is known as the wide AM error, where the letters display wider gaps than intended, marking it as a distinct anomaly worth searching for amongst typical coins. This key feature not only sets the 1977 1-cent apart from its counterparts but significantly enhances its desirability within the numismatic community. Rumblings of this noteworthy error circulated among enthusiasts and collectors, creating a burgeoning demand for the 1977 coin with the wide AM designation, further driving up the prices at auctions and among private sellers. Another compelling aspect to the 1977 1-cent story involves the concept of multi-striking, an error that occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the minting dies, leading to an overlapping design that can result in intriguing visual distortions. In the case of the 1977 1-cent, some coins exhibit characteristics of double strikes, wherein the crisp lines of Lincoln's profile or the surrounding inscriptions appear blurred or ghostly, a testament to the minting process and a point of celebration among collectors who appreciate the artistry intertwined with imperfection. Such errors often elevate the original craftsmanship to new heights, rendering the defective coins intriguing pieces of art that collectors are eager to acquire, further propelling the market value of the 1977 coin into astronomical figures. As we explore the factors contributing to the staggering valuation of the 1977 1 cent, it is imperative to highlight the role of rarity in the world of numismatics. While millions of 1-cent coins may have been minted in 1977, the specific variations featuring errors, particularly those deemed most desirable by collectors, amount to only a fraction of the total. This stark contrast between the commonality of standard coins and the scarcity of error variants is a driving force behind the extraordinary price tags they can command. The excitement and thrill of seeking out rare varieties compel collectors to hunt them down as if they were gems buried in the sands of time, creating a robust demand that sees unique pieces of currency soaring to remarkable heights in terms of worth. The economic principle of supply and demand comes into sharp focus in this narrative, and the underlying demand surge for error coins like the 1977 1 cent plays a pivotal role in the inflated market prices. Rarity dictates not only how many collectors desire a specific coin but also drives speculation around its potential growth in value over time. As collectors and investors pursue exceptional pieces like the error-laden 1977 1 cent, they're not just engaging in a hobby, they are participating in a marketplace where the thrill of discovery intertwines with the potential for substantial financial gain, accentuating the investment value of coins in ways that transcend their original intended use as currency. But the magic of the 1977 1 cent continues as we further analyze the process of grading and valuation. To unlock the true potential worth of coins, especially those with notable errors, they often require rigorous grading by professional organizations specializing in numismatics. These services evaluate the condition of the coin, as well as its authenticity, documenting its qualities and offering a grade that reflects its standing in the marketplace. For collectors, receiving a high grade from trusted grading organizations provides reassurance regarding a coin's value, ensuring that what they possess is authentic and deserving of the price tags they demand. The combination of error characteristics, rarity, and high grades leads to intense bidding wars at auctions, as collectors vie for the opportunity to add prime pieces like the 1977 1 cent to their portfolios. Moreover, as the enthusiasm surrounding collectibles continues to swell, we see shifts in the engagement of the numismatic community. The blending of technological advancements and traditional collecting practices has opened up new avenues for communication and trading among collectors. With the advent of social media, online forums, and auction platforms, collectors of all varieties now have unprecedented access to a wealth of information regarding the value of error coins, current market trends, and opportunities for acquisition. These digital spaces foster collaboration and connection, drawing individuals from various backgrounds and levels of expertise into a dynamic discussion surrounding unique coins like the 1977 1 cent. The conversations sparked by the ease of online connection lead to collaborations among collectors who share their findings, draw insights from each other's experiences, and even organize informal meetups to celebrate their shared passion for numismatics. As we consider the 1977 1 cent in this larger context, we start to recognize the myriad of influences that shape the world of coin collecting today, allowing error coins to thrive in an environment rooted in community spirit and enthusiasm. Yet, amidst the excitement and potential for financial gain, one must also approach the world of coin collection with a heightened sense of caution regarding forgeries and counterfeits. The soaring valuations tied to coins like the 1977 1 cent can draw the attention of unscrupulous individuals wishing to capitalize on the fervor surrounding collectible coins. As such, collectors must be diligent in their pursuit, ensuring that they study the specific characteristics that define genuine error coins and remain alert to potential scams that could dampen their collecting experience. The responsibility to educate oneself about the intricacies of authenticating error coins lies at the forefront of the collector's mindset, empowering them to make informed decisions and preserving the integrity of their cherished collections. Moreover, reflecting on the historical significance of the 1977 1 cent, we must recognize that error coins not only embody economic phenomena but also serve as a snapshot of the times in which they were produced. Each coin carries with it a story, a link to its own place in history that resonates across generational divides. The mistakes perpetuated during the minting of the 1977 1 cent transcend the mere act of coin production. They offer a connection to the forces that shape our collective narrative, revealing the evolution of craftsmanship in the minting process and highlighting the ongoing human interplay with currency. This storytelling element elevates the appreciation of error coins, allowing collectors to foster personal connections to their pieces while further embedding them within the rich tapestry of American culture. As we shift to wrap our exploration around the remarkable journey of the 1977 1 cent, it becomes increasingly apparent that the driving factors behind its extraordinary valuation stem from an interplay of historical significance, rarity, collector engagement, and community enthusiasm fueled by the digital age. The worth of this extraordinary penny, perched at an astonishing $212 million, challenges our perceptions of value and encourages us to seek out the stories concealed within our everyday objects, unveiling how extraordinary treasures can lie hidden in plain sight. The thrill of coin collecting extends beyond mere transactions. It becomes an expedition to uncover history, artistry, and relationships, to delve into the past while nurturing connections that endure through generations. This enchanting journey through the coin collecting world underscores the facets of error coins, reiterating their unique ability to stand against time, encapsulating stories of serendipity and human endeavor that continue to resonate with collectors across the landscape. We invite you to join us in furthering our investigation into the mesmerizing world of numismatics, where each coin offers more than its face value. It's a chance to experience history, community, and the unintentional beauty of imperfection. Thank you for being part of our exploration of the intriguing saga behind the 1977 1 cent coin and its astonishing $212 million worth. Keep your passion for collecting alive, and we can't wait to bring you more amazing stories from the treasure trove of coin collecting in our upcoming episodes. Last 2013 1 cent USA coin. Today, we are diving deep into an astonishing story from the world of numismatics, a subject that often intertwines history, economics, and sheer human interest. We will be taking a closer look at a seemingly ordinary coin, the 2013 1 cent coin, a humble penny that has taken on extraordinary significance and value due to a series of errors during its minting process, making it worth a staggering $236 million. It can sometimes be hard to fathom that a single coin, especially one that is so commonly found in circulation, can command such a wild sum, but as we will discover, coins can often tell stories that reveal much about our economic systems, production processes, and even cultural values. The tale of the 2013 1 cent penny begins in the modern-day U.S. Mint, where coins are produced in massive quantities to serve the needs of commerce and the American public. This facility operates with sophisticated machinery designed to strike millions of coins each day. However, despite the advanced technology in use, human error and mechanical oversights can lead to the creation of coins that deviate from their intended design. In the case of the 2013 1 cent coin, a series of minor mishaps led to extraordinary outcomes that have captivated the attention of collectors and investors alike. One of the most infamous errors associated with the 2013 penny is the misalignment of the dies used to strike the coins. Each coin is created by the perfect alignment of two dies, which imprint the design onto the blank planchet. These are the discs made of metal that will eventually become coins. When the dies are misaligned during the striking process, it can result in off-center strikes, creating coins that display designs that are not where they are supposed to be. This initial error, while seemingly minor in terms of production, has turned out to be a treasure trove for collectors interested in error coins. Off-center strikes can lead to fascinating visual anomalies that appeal to numismatists who savor the uniqueness of flawed pieces. Coins that are struck off-center generally sell for much higher than their standard counterparts, and as more collectors learned about the 2013 1 cent with such misalignment, interest in this particular error began to escalate. In addition to the misalignment of dies, the 2013 penny also saw the emergence of another critical error known as the double die. This phenomenon occurs when the die that strikes the coin has not just one impression, but multiple impressions in slightly different positions. This results in a doubling effect that is particularly noticeable in the features of the coin, most specifically within the inscriptions and even Lincoln's profile. This doubling error adds a unique layer of complexity to the coin's design and drastically increases its appeal among collectors who appreciate the extraordinary characteristics that emerge from minting mistakes. When collectors began to really scrutinize the 2013 D1 cent coins, many enthusiasts discovered that some of them were not only off-center but also bore this double die error, combining two significant mistakes into one highly sought-after coin. The desire for these error coins intensified as more collectors joined the hunt for these unique pieces, fueling demand and helping secure the 2013 D1 cent's place in the upper echelons of collectible coins. Additionally, coins minted in 2013 were already unique due to the larger context of coinage during this period. The year 2013 was noteworthy in the context of the U.S. economy, as it represented a time of transition and recovery following the Great Recession of the late 2000s. Coin designs and their respective minting processes were intertwined with the broader economic context in which they were produced, resonating with collectors who appreciated how even minute details could reflect larger stories about society and culture. The tales that coins tell go well beyond their monetary value. They weave narratives of the era they arose from, infusing each collectible piece with a rich historical backdrop. The allure of the 2013 D1 cent doesn't stop there. Its valuation is further bolstered by the principles of rarity and supply and demand in the numismatic market. Though millions of 1-cent coins were produced in 2013, the specific variety featuring the off-center strikes and double dies amounted to only a small fraction of the overall minting. This stark contrast between common circulation coins and the limited availability of error variants stirs the excitement among collectors, driving the bidding wars at auction houses that contribute to the immense value associated with the coin. The very principles that govern market dynamics come into play when discussing the skyrocketing demand for error coins like the 2013 D-penny. As individuals become more aware of the variations and potential value inherent in a coin, many are drawn to the thrill of the hunt, eager to discover pieces that stand out from the ordinary. This creates a phenomenon where the more that collectors share documentation regarding their finds, the higher interest climbs, leading to price escalations that surge throughout the community. The excitement of stumbling across a rare error coin resonates among hobbyists, as many find joy not just in owning unique pieces but in the stories shared during their searches and discoveries. The role of grading cannot be understated when it comes to determining the true market value of error coins like the 2013 D1 cent. To realize the full potential worth of any coin, collectors often seek the expertise of specialized grading services that provide evaluations based on condition, authenticity, and historical relevance. These grading entities meticulously assess every detail of a coin, categorizing it by rarity and the integrity of its features. The most sought-after pieces with errors have undergone these assessments and bear additional value once authenticated by reputable third-party grading organizations. When the 2013 D-penny is authenticated and receives a higher grade, collectors are willing to pay a premium, especially if it includes notable errors. As a result, we see the market for these coins driven upward, reinforcing the ways in which grading influences buying decisions and valuations. Furthermore, the landscape of coin collecting has evolved dramatically over the past couple of decades, especially in our digital age. The advent of online auctions and platforms dedicated to collectibles has provided collectors with unprecedented access to resources and market information. These developments have enabled collectors to connect globally, allowing them to share valuable insights, exchange tips on identifying error coins, and discuss the latest trends in the hobby. The ability to communicate in real time about the roaring interest in coins like the 2013 D1 cent enables a collective excitement that resonates within the community, generating even more interest in the pursuit of error coins specifically. The thrill of acquiring a rare coin can often be enhanced by the camaraderie and support found within these online circles, transforming the experience of collecting from a solitary pursuit to a community-driven venture. People generally feel more confident in their purchases when they can connect with like-minded individuals who also appreciate the stories and history imbued in each error coin. Additionally, we cannot overlook the importance of storytelling in the world of coin collecting. Coins, especially those with errors, encapsulate narratives that reflect the circumstances of their minting, the societal events that shaped their creation, and the journeys they have embarked upon since. Each coin carries its intricacies, offering a peek into human creativity, artistry, and ambition while presenting a tangible connection to the past. While the monetary aspects of the 2013 1-cent coin are undeniably captivating, the narratives within them resonate in ways that numbers alone cannot convey. Every collector comes to appreciate these backgrounds by sharing their discoveries and engaging in conversations that revolve around the art of minting and the delight in uncovering unique stories. The challenges faced by coin collectors also deserve a mention, particularly as the market for rare coins continues to rise. With letters, images, and discussions circulating about error coins like the 2013 1-cent coin, unfortunately, counterfeiters often target high-value collectibles to exploit the passionate community of collectors drawn to them. The incandescent valuations attached to errors can sometimes lead individuals to fall prey to fakes or reproductions masquerading as authentic error coins. This reality further underscores the importance of knowledge and vigilance in the collector's journey to ensure they approach their endeavors with informed decision-making, understanding how to authenticate coins and being able to discern genuine pieces from deceptive imitations is crucial for anyone aspiring to accumulate valuable collections. Engaging in education about recognizing differences in coin characteristics is essential. It forms an important foundation for feeling confident when navigating the often tumultuous waters of the numismatic market. As we begin to wrap up our exploration of the remarkable journey of the 2013 1-cent coin and its astounding valuation of $236 million, we recognize that the underlying principles, error creation, rarity, collector engagement, grading, and even community building, symbolize a larger narrative that continues to play out across the world of coin collecting. This astonishing penny, laden with unique stories and characteristics born from the hubbub of the minting process, exemplifies how seemingly minor mistakes can evolve into astonishing treasures with significant significance.